All right, look at this. I just opened the outside package. We got a nice delivery this morning. I know what this is. I had a company contact me, and they're sending me a new toy for us to try out and review. Campark T200. Need two hands to get this out of here. Or one hand in a vise. Eh? Innovation. There you go. Come on. Alright, there it is, guys. It is a new trail camera with a solar unit built onto it. But that's not the most exciting part. To me, the most exciting part is it's a 4K Ultra HD trail camera. We don't own any 4K trail cameras. I don't know how this thing came in this much padding and a padded envelope. And look at the box. The box still looks like it's been kicked around. So of course, what I'm most interested with this camera is video quality, okay? Photo quality, video quality. If you're going to tell me this is a 4K camera, we know that all trail cameras are upscaled resolution for video, right? Was this a well thought out product? What does the video and picture quality look like? Is it a good quality product? I don't know. We'll go over all the specs and everything, and we'll test it in the field. But we're going to see what this camera can do. We are going to use these Amazon Basics batteries, but these are a special battery. These are rumored to be Eneloop rebadged Amazon batteries. You have to get the ones that say made in Japan. And I bought those specifically for trail cameras, and they're excellent. But again, rechargeables are only 1.2 volts. So we'll see what this camera shows. Hopefully it's going to show 100% power when we put these in here, because that means the camera with the solar charger was made for rechargeable batteries. Hey, look at that's a good start. 100% battery. I'm just looking at the Campark website, guys. Apparently I didn't even need to put batteries in that camera because the solar pack has batteries in it. So I'm assuming that it's going to use both, right? It doesn't state, it says you can use both, but it doesn't state that the solar panel will charge my batteries that I put in as well as the batteries in the pack. I don't know. I'm assuming that it's going to get twice the amount of power. In low temperature conditions, it is recommended to use AA batteries and solar panels to work together. There is the price of the camera right on the campark.net website, $159.99. I'm assuming that is in US dollars. 850 lights are low glow. So I'm surprised that this camera only reaches out 65 feet. It won't open. I need a third hand. I need to grow. What's going on here? Wow, it was just really sealed. These seals right here, they were stuck. They were stuck on there. So it's got the Browning style clip that you slide in with your batteries. 8 battery unit. Actually, let's put that back in and just see how that feels. Oh, that feels solid. Feels like it's seated in there very good. I really dislike these plastic clips on these cameras. It just adds a cheapness to the whole feel. I've complained about that before. Use a metal clip that's never going to give out on you. And then in the very bottom of the box, you get a manual for your solar pack and a manual for the camera itself. Okay, so we can do 30 megapixel images. I've got it set to photo and video. let's go down here to resolution. Now, okay, so it's showing 30p here at 1080. So we can do 4K at 30p. Bluetooth and Wi-Fi on this trail camera as well. This is by far the most advanced trail camera that I've ever had sent to me by anyone. High hopes, guys. I have really high hopes. Come on, baby. Have some good quality. Put this mount together, and we're actually going to take it out into the field, and we're going to mount it on a south-facing tree so that we can get the best out of our solar panel here and get it out there and get it recording. All right, you guys who watch my channel, you know this spot. I get a lot of deer and fox and anything and everything coming through here. And I've got a camera mounted here on this little balsam, and it gets full of sap. I have always wanted to mount a trail camera right here on this tree, south facing in the sun. So we're gonna do that today. All right, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm frustrated with that mounting kit. I had to go back to the house, quarter mile, to get some wrenches. I tightened down the unit before I left, as tight as I could get it on the plate that goes on the tree. Well, it doesn't matter, it's gonna work its way loose. I'll show you. So that nut right there comes loose. This is a very heavy unit. And so I'm trying to tighten this, and I'm as tight as I can be on this ball joint right here, but it's spinning on the base back here. So, you know what? These are useless. I've got a better solution. I'll show you guys what I ordered in the previous video. I've actually ordered another one. It's not in yet, or we would be putting that up here today. For today, I'll make this thing work, but these generic, they're useless. I got these, and they look very sturdy. So these are a trail mount that screws right into the tree. There it is set up, guys. We're gonna leave it there for the day, or a few days, and then I'll come back and see what we've got on it. I'm not gonna lie, guys, 4K trail camera, I'm excited. You know me, right? I need the best quality. I want the best video quality we can get. I'm really excited to see what that thing can do. Okay, just heading out to check on our new T200 4K trail camera. It has been out for 5 days. The day I put the camera out, I was actually contacted by the manufacturer with a little tips and tricks list, and they actually told me what I should have done was to take the solar pack and charged it in, plugged it in with the supplied adapter and charged it for 5 hours before we put it out to have a full charge. Now, it's not going to make a difference in our case because we put batteries in and the camera has only been out for 5 days. But they do recommend for the first use and subsequent uses that you use the adapter, charge up the solar pack for a 5-hour full charge. Now, there are a couple things I want to test on this camera. This morning, I want to go up beyond its reach and walk towards the camera and just see where it clicks on. Is it at roughly 60 feet? I want to do a sound test. How do I sound talking to the camera? Let's test the microphone. And then finally, we're going to check any of the images and hopefully night captures. I went and caught some trout the other day and threw the fish heads and stuff out here in front, so I'm hoping we've got a fisher, some raccoons, something in the middle of the night, coyotes, and we're going to check out that footage and see, is this camera really 4K? And then I'm going to give you guys my conclusion. What do I think of the T200 4K trail camera? I just scared a deer away. It was just standing to the side of the camera, so maybe she's even on the trail camera. Look at that positioning, guys. 8 o'clock in the morning, and look at the sun is hitting my solar panel. Oh, Gary is good. So anywhere in here, we're 25 meters or so away from the camera. And it should be coming on right about here somewhere. I'm standing on a flat rock. We're just going to move slow here. Okay, right here for sure we are within that 20-meter range. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to open up the camera and take a look. I know it's only been 5 nights, but what is it showing for battery power? It has a full set of batteries in there, as well as the solar charger. Okay, I just turned it off and then back on. So we are still showing 100% battery. That is awesome. Okay, I'm back out at the T200. We've got to redo the test where I walked down towards it. It didn't come on until I was only about 8 meters from the camera. So I have turned the camera off, turned it back on, ran out of range before it starts its timing. And now we're going to walk back towards it after a couple minutes here. It should be ready to go and intercept us, and I want to make sure, I even turned the camera a little bit to make sure it's pointing directly up the trail that I'm walking. It was pretty close. It should have picked us up, because especially because it has those two 120-degree sensors on it, it should have picked us up. I also noticed that we had the fox come down the trail the other night, and I know why. I put out fish heads and guts about 7 meters in front of the camera, and we don't have any video footage of him eating anything. We just have footage of him leaving. Okay guys, so I've done a second test, and it's only picking me up about 10 meters from the camera. We've got it set on PIR level medium. Now, I'm going to say that we put this camera out on a very windy day, and it only recorded one instance of just trees and brush being blown around by the wind, so that's good. We don't want to put it any higher than that. However, it's not picking me up only about 10 meters from the camera, and the only sound I'm getting on the camera is when I open the case. I get a scratchy. It doesn't even pick up my voice at all. So I'm going to do a third test with this set on PIR sensitivity high. I'm going to say, let's give the benefit of a doubt. We're going to say right now, I should be around the 20 meter mark. Definitely inside the 20 meter mark now. I'm going to wave my arms this time. Okay, so the third test, it did pick me up around the 20 meter mark. You see me waving my arm, and I had to set the camera to sensitivity high. It might just be the way these cameras are. They're not as high as the other ones I own. So it will pick up a human walking down a trail at 20 meters on high. Should it pick up a smaller animal further away? You know, should it pick up a fox at 20 meters on medium? I would think so. I would hope so. But I mean, hey, you know what, guys? I guess it is doing what they say it's going to do, and that's pick somebody up at 20 meters. I'm not sure how much on a windy day, if you have this set on high, how much of the background you're going to get, but it took 3 tries to get it to work. That's all I can say, guys. Like, it did pick me up at 20 meters finally, waving my arm, and sensitivity on high. Okay, so Gary's thoughts on this camera, guys. There are a couple things on here that are absolutely fantastic. The solar panel, the addition of that is awesome, okay? You're getting a camera, you don't even need to put batteries in. Okay, what can I say about that? That is awesome. It's still reading 100% after a week in the field. It should continually, as long as you've got it pointing south and into the sun for a few hours a day, continue to read 100 or very close to 100%. So that is awesome. Full props to the T200 Campark for that, okay? The video quality, I'm going to give this like an 8.5 out of 10, guys. It is stunning, day and night. It is 4K resolution. It is awesome. It almost rivals my Brownings, which are my best cameras. It does rival them, except in one regard. It only does 30p. Now, yes, a camera would use more power to record at 60p, but you've got a solar panel attached to yours, so I think they missed a beat here. They should have had this camera set to record 4K 60, and the solar panel would have kept the batteries charged up enough to keep doing that, okay? Then you would get even better video. It is very good video. The images, very good. It's going to require more testing on my part because the sensor, as I said, it's not really picking me up at 20 meters until I put it on sensitivity high and I'm waving my arms and making a lot of movement. I think that's excessive. It should be able to pick up a fox or a raccoon at 20 meters, and it didn't do that because we had bait out. The fox came down, ate all of the bait, and then as it was leaving, or maybe it made a bigger movement, I don't know why, but all of a sudden the camera just has the fox leaving, okay? Didn't have it coming in, didn't have it getting the food, so it missed a beat there. Maybe we just have to leave this camera set on sensitivity high all the time, okay? But if that's the case, then again, it's not working the way it should. It should have a low, a medium, and a high that all work and pick up animals of varying sizes and movement. And you want to do that because on windy days, you set these cameras on high, you're going to end up with 200 clips of trees blowing around in the background. It happens all the time on my other cameras, and I don't set any of them on high for that reason. Audio, we get a complete fail on the audio on my unit here. Okay, so the microphone is working. It only picks up the sound of the case being opened and closed. That's all I get. I can stand here and talk to the camera from a meter away. It does not pick up my voice at all. So the audio, terrible. 0 out of 10, okay? It is not usable. It's not good. Now, is my unit defective? I don't know. Does it really matter? They sent it to me for review. They should have made sure that I had one that works. So guys, final verdict on this. I'm gonna say for features, you know, you've got the Wi-Fi app, you've got Bluetooth, you've got the solar panel, 4K. Guys, it is feature loaded, okay? Absolutely. I'm gonna say this is a very good camera with issues, okay? My issues being the sound and that it's not picking up as well as I would like to pick it up for a camera in this price range. Things out at 20 meter mark, it should be picking up, okay? 20 meters is the low end of the spectrum for these cameras. And if that's what you're gonna tell me, this is a 60-foot IR on this camera, it had better pick up animals at that range. And this one, it failed my test twice and only worked on the high setting. So if you can live with that, guys, if you can live with those issues, I think it's offering a lot for the money. Just don't expect, you know, the sound might not work. Is this representative of the quality of sound? I don't know. I'm gonna say 7 out of 10, guys. It has potential. The video quality is amazing. Thanks for watching, guys. We will follow up in a few months, and I'll let you know if Campark gets back to me. Maybe they'll send me another unit for testing. Maybe this is a defective audio in here. Maybe the PIR isn't working the way it should be. I don't know. All we can do is contact them and review the camera that they sent us, which is this one. Okay? So thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you in the next episode.